What is up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Just Talking To. And in this episode, we have the very funny ScruffyJoe. How are you doing, dude? He doesn't think he's funny, but I do.
I don't think I'm that funny. I would never claim to be funny, but thank you. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. That's what makes people funny, though, isn't it? The people who don't think they're funny.
Is it? Okay.
You know, the people that think they're funny, kind of.
Yeah, like Ricky Gervais. He thinks he's funny.
Possibly.
Many people think he's funny too.
Yeah. I mean, he gets paid to be funny, so.
Yeah. He's very funny comedian. He's not. No, sorry. Let me rephrase that. He's a very, very good actor. He's quite a good writer. He's not very funny at stand-up though.
Yeah, and that might be it. Maybe he should act when he's standing up.
Perhaps, yeah, because all he does is read up rude tweets, doesn't he? People have written about him. You know, I could do that. I could read rude stuff people have written about me and make it funny. Yeah.
Well, probably. Yeah, I think a lot of creators actually make series out of that, don't they? So.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so you are a YouTuber and Twitch content creator.
I am. Yeah, I am both of those things, and many other things as well. But yeah.
Any other thing you might want to share?
I'm very tall.
Okay, that's something.
That's something as well. Yeah.
So you started off on YouTube. How long have you been on YouTube now?
I think. Do you know what? I think we're either just gone over a year or we're just approaching a year. I didn't write down the date I first did a video. I should probably go and look at YouTube channel and actually see when I first uploaded one.
Yeah.
But I
missed mine. I missed my anniversary as well, and then because I was I got on with a few people that are started at a similar time as me.
Yeah.
They all started doing their anniversary, and I was like, mine was like 2 weeks ago. Can I just go back and do an anniversary video? But I don't think you can do that, can you?
It doesn't quite ring true in the same way. I'm actually just scrolling through on my YouTube over here to see if I can find out what the first thing I did was. Okay. I think it was Oxygen Not Included. It's actually saying it was 11 months ago. So,
so nearly a year.
Nearly a year.
Keep an eye out for that 1 year Q&A.
1 year Actually, it was November the 4th.
Okay.
So there we go. This is an interesting time to be doing an interview. Yeah. Because obviously that's...
So happy nearly 1 year anniversary on Twitch.
Happy just over 11 months on YouTube. Yeah.
So your more recent ones, I mean, I think I caught up with you mainly off Twitter because I really find your Twitter or your tweets quite humorous.
Thanks.
That's what got me. That's what sparked my interest in the scruffiness.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So
you're doing a good job.
Thanks. It's good to know.
And I think I watched one of your is it Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy?
Oh. Oof.
Yeah. And
yeah. There's only been 3 of those.
Yeah. Well, I commented on your first video, and I'm going to put the tweet up now, right?
Right.
Just so people can see your response.
What did I say? I can't even remember.
You said something along the lines of because I said I've got this game, I've never played it, I'd rage too much.
Right.
And you kind of calmly said, or in a calm way, sort of said, made it feel like you'll be all right. You're not that type of person, and you're actually really enjoying it.
It's great. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I haven't played it for a while. I'm taking a little bit of a breather from it because.
I mean, the last episode sort of said you was gonna be.
Yeah, I've done 3 episodes, and I don't even know how far I am up that mountain.
Yeah,
it is a struggle.
The stairs kind of got you, or the blue block.
I mean, at the moment, I'm struggling with trying to get up and hooking over a camera. There's a little camera on one side and some stairs leading up to a chair. I can't.
So you have played it since the video?
Have you?
No, I said so you have or not?
I've played it probably about 3 hours.
Okay.
I even recorded some, and it was just like, I can't put this out on my channel because I've already put out 1 episode where I basically start and finish almost identical.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do that another 4 or 5 times because you don't expect people to come back to Welcome to episode 8, where I'm still exactly where I was at the end of episode 3.
And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7.
Exactly, yeah.
I think
there's only so much I can record.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with that game. It's an interesting idea, but I just think you could spend 4 episodes getting really high, and then I've actually seen people that fall right back to the bottom.
Oh, I've done it. And
it's like, what do? You have you got to get all the way back up? That's taking you that many episodes to get there.
Yeah.
Before you can carry on.
Which is why you don't record it.
I remember in the last video, the episode 3 of it, there was a bit where near the end where you turned to your wife because you just said something like, I think you said, "This is right. I'm going to do it this time. This is my last time."
Yeah.
So I'm guessing she was waiting for you to get off and do something with her, and it actually come up in text. Yeah, it actually come up in text saying, "Yes, I gave my wife a sorry look," or something along them lines. Yeah. So that was quite funny.
It was a nightmare.
So will we be seeing some more Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy on your channel?
Absolutely. 100% at some stage you will be able to go to my channel and go, oh, this guy's played Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, and you'll be able to sit there and you can watch the entire thing from start to finish, although I won't show you what happens at the very end because apparently you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, is that what it's is that the unwritten law of Bennett Foddy?
Yeah, it's like that very famous play, The Mousetrap, where
that sucks.
Everybody who goes and sees The Mousetrap, you're then basically sworn to secrecy and not allowed to reveal who was the committer of the crime in The Mousetrap, which is a thriller play. So yeah, Bennett Foddy, exactly the same deal.
Because Bennett Foddy's the guy who actually made the game as well, isn't he?
He is, yeah. And this actually says at the game, I have seen other people saying it, seen pictures on YouTube, because I have watched the entire game, and it says, are you recording this? Are you streaming this? If so, please turn it off now, because we don't want everyone to know what happens at the end. And so I will be doing that as well when I float off to space, which I believe is the ultimate end. I'll be fading out and just doing a little bit of a, well, there you go, everyone, yay.
Why don't you just do a big middle finger up to the people who've been watching for 6 episodes?
No, I'm not that kind of
guy. So moving on from Bennett Foddy, we've got your new series is it in alpha, the Flotsam game, or is it?
It's not anymore. It's now published. It's now fully out and live in the world in early access on Steam.
Oh, is it early access? Yeah.
Yeah, early access. I think it's about 18 quid, something like that.
Yeah.
Flotsam. I found out about it probably in December last year. Actually, a good friend of mine went, oh, have you heard about this? And I was like, no idea. So I looked into it, I did a bit of research, and I was like, oh, this looks great. And then I realized that there were just a couple of screenshots, and that was all I could find. So I did what any good aspiring YouTuber would do, and I found the company who were making it, got their email address, and just started pestering them. And then they said, stop pestering us on email, join our Discord. So I did that as well, and that was made a lot more sense. Pestered them on their Discord, and then they said, we're going to do alpha testing. Would anyone like to do alpha testing? And I was like, yes, I would love to do alpha testing. That would be awesome, please. And then they missed me out, and then they got me in the second batch, which was a week later. So I spent a week.
Pestered them some more.
Yeah, I spent a week going, I've been pestering you for 2 months. Why aren't you putting me in the first batch?
Why am I not in the first instance of your thinking?
Exactly. And then second week, it was like, oh, here you go, you're in there. So basically, I think it was from the 17th or 18th of January, I got hold of this kind of prototype version of Flotsam.
Yeah.
It's a completely different game. I don't know if you've watched the series, but
I've watched. I think maybe the first 3 or 2 or 3.
You've probably got enough of an idea. So nowadays you start and you're in a little zone which remains stationary, and there's stuff floating around, and there's islands to visit in various different places. And then when you want to move on, you just press the map button and go, I'm going to move on. When we first got the game back in the extreme early alpha, there was none of this moving on business. It was all like, here you are, you're a static point, and everything floats past you forever. And so there was kind of a current to things, and if you
Yeah.
didn't grab the stuff that you needed while it was floating past, you then just have to sit there and go,
Wait for it to come around again.
where's the next stuff coming from?
Yeah.
And also, nowadays you go and pick up people and rescue them from places. In the old days, it was just like, there's a guy in the sea, quick, grab him. And just send out a guy.
Moral guidance. Do you save him or just let him get?
Yeah, Will saving them. So yeah, actually that was a problem, and I remember in sometime mid-February when we were all sharing our screenshots and things, this other guy just went, yeah, so I had 90 drifters. And, and the people at Flotsam, the Pajama Llama guys, I remember their response. They were like, how?
Yeah.
We didn't design the game for you to have 90 people. What are they eating?
Yeah, how are they staying alive? They're like,
they literally, they were just like, you could imagine them sitting in their little office in Belgium going, what's this guy done? How's he? And I think the rest of us were all like, you picked up 90, just let them float by. It's much easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's not like that anymore. They've really sort of implemented a structure to it, and they've got tech trees and effectively all the stuff that should be in a city building game. It's now in the game.
I was going to say it's kind of like City Skylines in after global warming has happened.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was less like a city building game and more like a city survival game. So like brain oxygen not included. That's one of mine. Or what was the game where you were banished? There was a game called Banished where you were a sort of tribal people. You got kicked out, and there was, I think, 7 or 8 of you, and you had to go and just set up a settlement in the medieval times and try not to die of cholera and starvation. And it's that kind of thing. So you can build stuff and grow and everything, but if you go in the wrong order, or if you build too quickly in one direction and not in another direction, you'll suddenly end up going, oh crap, it's winter and everyone's dead.
Yeah.
So it's kind of got that kind of thing now. You can pick up all the people, but if you haven't arranged for them to have enough drinking water, they will all die of thirst.
Yeah.
So
okay.
You know,
so
play quickly at your peril.
I am enjoying. It's not the sort of game I'd play, but I think it's a good game to watch. Like I've got a few mates who play. They're sort of like simulator game, not simulator. Mm-hmm. Yeah, simulation, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of civilization simulators.
Yeah. And I find them really good to watch. I'm the sort of person. I'm the people that go on it and then fail at first attempt and then try again and fail at the same place. You know, and just I never learn from my mistakes. So I think that's why I struggle with it.
Because you play Football Manager, and surely that is about adapting and changing things.
It is, but you're kind of forced to do it on that. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I say you're forced to do it. You was in my stream the other day. Even changing stuff sometimes doesn't make a difference.
Your players a bit more.
just be angry at them.
I suppose the problem with the type of game that I play, which is potentially tripping you up, is that you can do something which will doom you, but not for about a year.
Yeah.
And you maybe won't realise I've just doomed myself to an awful, terrible, slow, wrenching death.
Yeah.
And of course, if you haven't spotted what the problem was, and then suddenly everything goes wrong, then the next time you play, you're not going to have a better idea of what went wrong. It's still going to be confusing. So
yeah,
maybe that's the difference.
Maybe. We'll see in future episodes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and recently, it's quite recently you've joined Twitch as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that was kind of summerish, sort of. I made a decision to. I think basically, if you want to grow as a YouTuber / streamer / content creator, you can't really, in my opinion, and from everything I've read and researched, you can't do it in one channel.
Yeah.
Which is why now, nearly a year into YouTube, I'm sitting at 194 subscribers. Now, some people might look at that and think, that's a bit rubbish. I'm really happy with that, though, because...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow, 194 people think my content's good enough to actually tick a button and come back and watch more of it. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm sure I was on under 100 for the first full year I was on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm on. I think I'm on just over 450 now.
Oh, the big guns.
So but the thing is every time I get one, I tend to lose one. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
It's true.
yeah.
There was a time earlier this week when I was really happy to be 5 short of 200, and now I'm 6 short of 200. So
yeah,
you know,
it kind of humbles you, and you might as well just be on 100 again.
No, well, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
they'll either come back or be replaced by someone better.
That's it. Yeah, you don't need them. You don't need them straggler honours.
They didn't like me anyway.
No. So at the minute you're playing Final Fantasy VII.
I am streaming Final Fantasy VII, yeah, on Mondays and Wednesdays. It wasn't originally the plan. The plan was, okay, I'm doing YouTube and it's great fun and I'm enjoying that. Let's see if we can branch out into this other area and do some live stuff, and maybe that way people might chat with me and then think, oh, I wonder what he does at YouTube, and you know, and then swap backwards and forwards. So the original plan I had was to play Final Fantasy one night a week, and I was going to do a different game or games the other night a week. And originally I was going to play Sid Meier's Pirates.
Yeah. Because
Sid Meier's Pirates is a flipping excellent game. If you've never have you played that?
I think I've got it on my. I've got so much. This is why I started doing Twitch, because I've got so much on my Steam library. Yeah. I'm literally never going to get through it all. Yeah. Because I've got that Humble Bundle thing, you know, where you pay £12 a month and you basically just throw games at you.
Yeah.
That's basically my issue. So now I'm just getting like 6 to 8 games a month. I'm not even playing a full game a month. Do you know what I mean? So it's just.
Well, I mean, the type of games I play generally take around about 60 to 100 hours to complete anyway. So,
yeah,
you know, got children, got a wife, got a full-time job.
Yeah, amen.
Never going to finish that many of them. So, no. I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, so that was the idea of me starting Twitch. Why did you decide to start Twitch?
Well, the Twitch was because I wanted to try and encourage a bit of growth and find out what it's like doing things in front of a live audience instead of just recording things. Yeah. I found out it's actually remarkably similar, especially if no one's watching in Twitch.
That is the hard part, because once I think they say people who start on Twitch and go to YouTube struggle.
Yeah, I think I can
because you can
that.
Quite easily sit there for 2 or 3 hours playing a game and not saying a word.
And this is interesting because I've gone to Twitch and I've browsed. I think we've probably all done this. We've all just sort of browsed new people, and I don't look at the top 2 lines with all of the people watching, because you know what? Then I'm not gonna meet new friends by going and diving into a stream which is being watched by 800 people. No.
In fact, you can't even keep up with the chat, can you?
There's no point at that stage. You might as well just do YouTube, because you're not interacting with anyone anyway. But yeah, so I'll always go into where there's sort of 20 or less people if I want to find a streamer who I've not seen before. And I've totally lost my train of thought because somebody shut a door loudly upstairs. I don't know what I was talking about. What did I say immediately before that?
So you were say I do this all the time. Don't worry. Yeah. In fact, I'm trying to remember what you did. No,
you asked me why I went into streaming.
You were saying that you go into the streamers with lesser people. You know, like 20 odd people or so.
Not with lesser people.
Not lesser people, but you know,
with less
people. Yeah.
The people in those streams are wonderful.
Yeah, they're the opposite to lesser.
They're marvelous people. But yeah, it was a really nice way to get in and chat to people and find out what they're doing. And there was a thing that, that's right. Some of them, you'll wander in and you'll see somebody sitting there.
Yeah.
And you'll type, "Hello, mate. What are you playing? What's all this?" And they'll be like, "Hello." "Oh, hello. What are you doing?" And
like they've been found on your Flotsam Island.
Yeah, like they're like stunned. Somebody's talking to me, and I just thought, "Oh, that's unusual." But coming from having done sort of YouTube for 8 or 9 months before I got onto stream, it was just like there's no one to talk to.
I'll talk to myself.
Engage YouTube mode, and just sat there and going, "Well, what are we doing here then?" And, you know, because I'm playing Final Fantasy, it's all like, "Oh, look, Barrett's being grumpy again." Yeah. Just sort of interact with the characters in the actual game, and then people suddenly turn up, and you're like, now I've got. Oh no! So for me,
now
it's
I have
more
to
of a-
now I have to just talk to people and stuff.
like, now I can't take the mickey out of Tifa for something because
Yeah.
I'm too busy having to talk to real actual
Damn
people.
you, viewers!
Come and ruin my fun.
So what? So do you think you prefer Twitch to YouTube or?
I tell you what, Twitch is great because I get up on a Monday morning and I think, oh, Monday morning, got a whole week of work, and then I'll be sitting there doing some breakfast type of stuff, maybe making a sandwich for the kids, and it will suddenly filter into my brain. You get to play Final Fantasy tonight for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing that could possibly happen. And the best thing that could possibly happen is that other people might show up
Yeah.
and enjoy it with me. And it's just like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, I mean, it's amazing, right? It's like people.
It is, yeah.
I mean, because I've only been doing, I can tell you exactly how many streams I've done. Hang on. I think it's like about 17 now. It's not that many. Sorry, I'm just looking at something on the page. Yeah, I have streamed 17 times in total, excluding when it was like a 2-minute long testing something or this didn't something like that. And I've got an average of like 7 viewers, and I think
which is really, really good.
I think that's really incredible.
It's really good.
These people are turning up and.
So are you an affiliate yet?
Yeah. I made affiliate in like I did 2 streams. I went on holiday for a week, came back, and then by the end of the week after that, I hit affiliate.
Yeah, because I think you have to do at least
8 streams or something in a month, and you had to have an average of 5 people viewing it.
It's 3, isn't it? Or has it gone up? Used to be 3 when I got it.
It may have been 3.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it freaked me out because it was like, what? Why are all these people here? And then they've kind of carried on coming, and there's normally at least 5 or 6 people watching every time, and I'm like,
yeah, it's awesome. Really good. Yeah.
And then the other thing I realised the other day was, you get into those kind of like, oh, I wish it was a bit more, and then I suddenly thought, actually, it is more because they're not the same 5 people or same 6, 5, 7 people or something like that. It's a different group.
Yeah, new people. You always get like an extra person or 2 in. Yeah.
So if we had a day where suddenly everyone who'd ever bothered showing up at all showed up in one go, probably have about 40 people watching. I just think it's mind blowing.
It is. It's like you're on telly, isn't it? You're basically Ricky Gervais.
What 43-year-old man gets to have that happen?
Well, yeah, I find that when I do a lot of Twitch, YouTube, I miss YouTube because YouTube you can be more creative, but it takes a lot of time.
It's a lengthy process.
Yeah, whereas on Twitch you just press start, go, press stop, finish. Yeah.
But having said that, there's a lot of background work that you need to do to make Twitch good.
Yeah.
Which is another thing, which is great. I mean,
updating your game things and all that.
Yeah. And then if you go and wander around and look at other people's streams and see what they're doing, and you're like, what? How did that happen? Because it looked really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when I started, it was like, I've got to get a green screen, which is back here. Because I thought, that looks cool. It looks better than having a kind of a room behind you. Because I was thinking of YouTube, and I was thinking of doing Let's Play videos on YouTube. Yeah. As it turns out, there's quite a lot of people who have gone a different direction, and they've actually got a room where the background is interesting. Now, behind my green screen, this is secret. But behind my green screen
exclusive, guys.
Some washing.
I can sort of see a little bit of it hanging out the side.
You absolutely can't. You're a terrible liar. But yeah, there's a clothes horse back there and a chair and some of my wife's school stuff. It's so green screen definitely was the way to go. And it was like, right, how does this work? And then it took me a while, and you find some tutorials and you figure it all out and you get the right bits of software and you fix it. And it's like, great, I've learned this thing, and it looks good. It doesn't look good at the moment because I haven't got OBS turned on. There's no filter and everything, so you can actually see the green screen.
But it still does. Yeah, I get it. It's
but it was like
the production.
These little things that you sort of find. You're like, oh, I can do that. Yeah. And then more recently, I've become aware of transitions in people who are streaming. So instead of just going, I'm just going to go to my other camera, other camera. So you get this kind of stinger thing which comes across the screen and changes everything. So that's kind of my homework at the moment, is trying to figure out how to make animations without any background and then how to apply those. And it's just this kind of weird, odd things that you watch people. There's loads of tutorials you can find. Quite a lot of people don't do that. People of sort of our size, you don't see that kind of thing a lot.
No. You need Adobe After Effects.
No, you don't.
No? No. Well, have you found something else?
Yeah.
I've got After Effects, but
it's a bit costly, isn't it? You have to pay.
I didn't, but keep that under your belt.
I downloaded a bit of software yesterday called Synfig Studio.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to find some tutorials for it because it's pretty complicated, but eventually.
But it is. Yeah, you've got to change the options to actually save it into a transparent background and all that as well. It can be tough. Like,
it's cool. I can see it's going to work. It's going to be great, and eventually there will be some stinger transitions in my stream. But it's this kind of stuff that that's what keeps you going, isn't it? You find something that somebody else is doing, and you go, "Ooh, how does they do that?" And then for me, the thing that makes my brain fizz is going away and finding it out and figuring it out, and then actually realizing I can do this.
Yeah. The problem is when you figure it out, you find something else. And it's just that's the thing I found, especially being a content creator. It's like I've learned so much. Like I barely knew anything about computers when I started. I just started watching a few people on YouTube. I was like, fancy doing a bit of that myself. And then I bought a computer, knowing next to nothing about it. And then since then I've updated the processor. I've learned how to use OBS. You just pick it up as you go along, and it's an interesting journey. Yeah,
it's great, and these journeys that we go on, that we sort of, they're very important for sort of well-being in general, because you can be a bit crushed by the day-to-day life. You get up, you do all the things you have to do, and then you come home, and if you just sit down and do exactly the same thing, like watch TV or play the same game, like Fortnite or something, you're not achieving anything, you're not learning anything, you're not developing. You're taking short-term enjoyment, which when you then sit down afterwards, having won your battle royale game for the 20th time in exactly the same way, you're sort of thinking,
I feel the same about Fortnite.
And to be honest, this is now coming directly out of a conversation I had with my son the other day.
Oh right.
It's like, the reason you feel miserable is you're not achieving anything.
Yeah, you're literally going round and round and round in circles.
Yeah, doing my wise dad moment there.
Yeah. So, time's getting on a bit. So,
it is.
Let's move on to the personality questions.
Dun dun dun.
Because I know you've got things to be doing. So, a number between 1 and 350, please, Mr. Joe.
Oh, well, let's go for 187, seeing as it's my favourite number and my height in centimetres.
There you go, another exclusive.
It's not really. If you look at me on Twitch, it's ScruffyJoe.
Well, this is an interesting one. This is actually a really interesting one.
It's the question, how tall are you?
No. It is the 3 people who you've got to choose whether to kiss, marry or kill is Nicolas Cage.
Right.
Tyrese Gibson.
I don't know who that is.
Have you seen Fast and Furious 2?
Possibly.
He's the black guy out of it. That he's like Paul Walker's mate. You can Google it. You can Google it.
What was his name?
Tyrese Gibson.
Is he wealthy and will he look after me?
I imagine he would definitely look after you.
Okay, so maybe I'll marry him.
And he's quite funny.
Carry on. Who's the
And
third?
John Cena.
John Cena is the. No, I know that
Wrestler.
name. He's a wrestler, isn't he?
Ex-wrestler, and now he's
That's
a
right.
film star, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What was it? Kiss, marry,
Kiss,
and
marry,
avoid.
or Kiss, marry, and kill, yeah. Or,
Kiss, marry,
or Snog,
kill.
marry, avoid if you want. Snog,
Kiss,
marry,
marry,
avoid.
kill.
Yeah.
There are so many more worse versions of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I would marry. I think I'd have to.
That was a Rick Mayall moment right there.
Nah, that wasn't a Rick Mayall moment. That was the. Oh, I've got all blurry. Yeah. Okay. I would. I don't know who Tyrese Gibson is. He seems like he's got a lovely smile. I'd marry him. And as for killing, I would kill John Cena just because it would upset my son and all of his school friends.
That would be worth it. No, that's perfectly.
What does that leave me with?
Nicolas Cage.
Do I have to kiss him?
You can give him a pat on the back if you like.
I can kiss him. I'm perfectly
kiss
happy
him?
to kiss Nicolas Cage.
Then you kiss him.
He's brilliant, Nicolas Cage, isn't he?
I like Nicolas Cage.
When I say brilliant, did you ever watch the TV series Arrested Development?
I've seen a couple.
not Arrested Development. Community.
No, but that is actually on my watch list. Is he in that?
No, but there's a guy who does film studies at university who basically he can't deal with it when people ask him to do things. He has to go away and do them properly.
Yeah.
Somebody asked the question sort of off the cuff, is Nicolas Cage a good actor? Which leads him to go and spend 48 hours intensively watching everything that Nicolas Cage has ever been in.
Right.
And he comes in with this file about this big and then goes promptly completely insane whilst trying to explain whether he's a good or bad actor, because it's impossible to know.
Yeah. Well, it's
watch Community. It's very funny.
It's definitely something that I've actually got on my my box to watch. Cool. I've actually ticked it and favorited it or whatever. Okay, so that was Kiss Nicolas Cage.
Kiss Nicolas Cage.
Kill John Cena, obviously.
Kill John Cena.
How would you kill John Cena, just out of curiosity? He's big, like. You have to come from behind and hit him on the head with something, or.
Probably some sort of very intricate trap, so that I didn't even have to be anywhere nearby.
A bear trap.
Not a bear trap, more intricate than that. You know,
okay.
He stands on a thing and something else falls over, and then a
whole
complicated sequence of events.
Yeah. Okay.
Ultimately leading to him being hit by a truck.
Yeah. Okay. And marrying Tyrese Gibson. He's got fast cars as well. He likes fast cars. If that helps.
I don't really like fast cars, but we could sell one on a holiday.
Yeah. Okay then. This one will be quite interesting. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Not neurotypical.
3 separate words, single words.
You're not letting me have a hyphenating for neurotypical.
I don't think I can spell neurotypical.
I do it all the time. Just look at my tweets. Hairy.
Hairy, okay, we'll take that.
Approachable.
I can see.
And confused.
Okay. Yeah. That's just confused me and everyone watching. But okay. Yeah. So they're the 3 words. And 2 games that you can play for the rest of your life, no more. You're not allowed to play anything else, just these 2 games.
Ooh. Stellaris.
Okay.
Because I've already played 600 hours of that, so what's another lifetime?
And you're only on the intro.
Stellaris is a great game.
Yeah.
I could talk about Stellaris for a very long time, but I'm literally holding myself back from what makes me go wrong in polite conversation.
Right, okay.
Just appreciate the fact that I've just done something quite difficult for me. Stellaris is amazing. We'll leave it at that. And secondly, I would say probably Oxygen Not Included.
Okay.
Yeah. Both games which I've got a series of on my channel if you want to check them out.
Yeah, cheeky little plug as well there.
Yeah, cheeky plug.
Fully welcome. So, do you have any little shout outs? Anyone that sort of helped you along your way, or giving you advice and stuff. I don't know. You don't have to. Some people do choose not to because there's too many. But if you've got any special ones you want to mention, then feel free.
There are loads and loads of people who have been incredibly helpful. Basically, the group of people that you and I know on Twitter are fantastic. Some of them, I mean, for various different reasons, they're just some really lovely people. Like I'm trying to think of names, but I'm failing really badly because I'm terrible. Yes, I am useless with names.
No, not useless with names. Useless beyond gaming.
Useless beyond gaming. He's great because he's hilariously funny, and a total out there weirdo.
Which he plays on perfectly.
I mean, he's taken the role of drunk Finnish person, and taken that to the next level.
Drunk Finnish gamer.
Yeah, no, but I mean, the people of Finland they do have a reputation. If you've ever been there and met them, they tend to be a bit mad and often drunk, and it's good.
So he's found his niche and gone with it.
He's found his niche and he's playing to it brilliantly. Yeah. And his reviews are crazy. They're just like, you've just gone over and above with the kind of nonsense that you've thrown into this.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, I don't do that. I just do a let's play. I'll sit there and I'll explain what I'm doing, and then hopefully the gameplay is good, and hopefully my chat is relatively interesting, if not at least informative. Yeah. But yeah, so who else is great for different reasons? I would say Freddie Sporks, who I don't actually think is called Freddie Sporks. He's on Twitter, and he's awesome because he's just really funny. He just makes me laugh. Something about the things that he says just kind of vibrate at the same frequency as me, and yeah, he's great. I've seen some streamers who have really sort of inspired me to do more interesting and better things. Fennec Fox is awesome. She's taking a bit of time off streaming at the moment while she is producing a brand new human. And then who else is there? I was in Sketchy Dentist's stream literally last week, and he was doing all these interesting transitions, and it was just like, wow.
Sketchy Dentist?
Sketchy Dentist. It's the best name, isn't it?
It is. It is. Just I'm not sure I'd visit him, but
you would not go and see a sketchy dentist to actually look at your teeth. But afterwards, and this is the best thing about it, after I'd seen it and I'd said in his chat, this is really cool, I then approached him on Twitter and just went, hello mate, just watched all that stuff you were doing. How on earth do you do it? I don't want to copy it exactly, but I want to know what the technique was behind it. And he just laid it out for me really, really nicely. It was just like, so you got this, on the one hand, his kind of online persona is this like, and then suddenly offline in the DMs on Twitch, he's just like, yeah, mate, you do this, and then you try that, and then try and fiddle around with these things. It's really easy.
Making it really easy, like,
brilliant. But everyone's like that. Like Hiccuping Boots, she's a love. She's wonderful. I could go on. I could literally go on. And people would pop up in my brain, and I'd be like, "Yeah, they're awesome."
So the whole Twitter community, basically, that we're involved in.
Everyone we know is great. Everyone we don't know is probably great, but we'd have to get to know them first.
Yeah, they'd have to come and prove.
They need to come in. Yeah, if you want to prove your greatness, we are welcoming people on Twitter in our little group.
Definitely. Yeah. And then you can come on the show as well. So that's also awesome.
You should get an interview with Sketchy Dentist.
I might try. I've never seen him. I might have to check out. I've got his name down. All the links to these people that we've mentioned obviously will be in the video description. So cool. I'll definitely give him a look over, and maybe he wants to come on, and maybe he doesn't. So we'll see. Okay, so yeah, we'll call that a wrap. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Joe.
No worries. Sorry if you can hear a bit of rustling in the background.
It's okay. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the show, guys, make sure you hit that like button, or if you're new around here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you want to drop a message in the chat box, make sure you do that. I always say, you can check the comments as well, just so that in case someone's asking you a question.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely check your comments.
Yeah, just in case it's something I can't answer. Do you know what I mean? They might want to know where else they can find you or whatnot. So,
No worries.
yeah. So thank you very much for coming, and thank you guys for watching. You've been great. I've been Kylex. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.